I request everyone to settle down fast. We are already late. Please settle down fast. Good morning, everyone. At the outset, I would like to offer my sincere pranams to His Holiness Sri Sri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. Today's session is very much important to you, all of you. For all the 4 years, you'll be needing these information and guidelines. So please pay attention. Before we start, I have few announcements to make. One is Monday, we uh, we have been asked to join the Dasara Yoga, which is a session conducted by Mysore district officers. So all are requested to compulsorily join us at palace premises. Time will let you know. Probably it is 6:30 because it is organized by Mysore district. They will be sharing the exact location where we will be performing as JSS family. All JSS institution will be participating in this Dasara Yoga Sarapali. Please pay attention. All of you are mandatorily required to attend this without fail. Just like you have attended the induction program, this is also essential. One more announcement is we will be sharing you the venue as well as the time of tomorrow's your department orientation. Don't go on asking your group lead. By 1:30 or at least by 2 o'clock, either me or Bindya ma'am will share a table containing all departments, orientation program, time and venue. You have visited all the departments, I hope, during campus walk. So you know your respective departments. You will be going to your respective department according to the time what we are going to share. These are the two important announcements I was supposed to make. And there's also one more QR code which all of you, please settle down. All of you need to scan it and fill it up. This is with respect to your open elective. Dr. Pushpa Tupat will be telling you more about that. But I want all of you to pay attention, scan the QR code, or we'll be sharing the QR code with you in the group. Mandatorily, each one of you need to fill it. I hope all of you have understood. This is very essential. Last line, please pay attention. Girl in third place, last line, please pay attention. I hope all of you have given attention to these 3 points. We'll be starting with today's session. Sorry for the inconvenience, shifting you from here to there. First, we will be starting with guidelines as well as regulation related with academics. I would like to invite Dr. Pushpa out to the dais. Dr. Pushpa Tuppad is professor in Department of Environmental Engineering. She has been working here with us since 2011, and she is also the Associate Dean of Academics. So she'll be telling you the guidelines, your scheme, and all necessary academic guidelines. Along with Dr. Pushpa Tuppad, we have Dr. Ratnakar sir. Please come, sir. Sir will also be telling you about the academic guidelines and regulation. He is also Associate Dean of Academics. We are happy to have you, ma'am and sir. I request Divyashri to welcome them. Yeah. Thank you. I'll leave the dais to Pushpa, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our beautiful campus. Um, I offer my most respectful pranams to Sri Sutturu Guru Parampare. I will, as Hema ma'am said, I'll be talking a little bit about your scheme and syllabus, about your assessment pattern. Assessment
in detail by Controller of Examination Office. And also in the end, I'm not sure if you already know about this. In first and second semesters, you will be having some electives that you get to choose. Okay, so four electives, two electives in each semester, depending on whether you are in physics cycle or chemistry cycle. We'll have a trial run on option entry to those elective courses. Okay, that we'll do in the end. So that's what the scanner was about. We'll give you a scanner where you can scan. That's the scanner for Google Forms, and you get into that and you get to choose the electives for first semester, whichever cycle you come in. You get to choose electives for that. Okay, that I'll be telling about. And a little bit basics on outcome based education, OBE. That's what we'll also discuss a little bit about. And once again, sorry for the inconvenience. With due respect to BCA students, I just thought this is little more applicable for BE students because of this open elective thing. That was the only reason that we made you shift. Okay. Right. Yeah. By now, you know about Sutturu. I heard you visited Sutturu, right? So how long history we have? JSS? Any idea? 1200, more than 1002 years. And His Holiness Jagadguru Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji is our current pontiff. He is president of JSS Mahavidyapita and also Honorable Chancellor of JSS Science and Technology University. Okay, this also you might be introduced to this already. 370 plus institutions are under JSS Mahavidyapita umbrella. I'll just skip this. um, Sri Jayachamarajendra College of Engineering. This institution started as SJCE, Sri Jayachamarajendra College of Engineering, in 1963, and then at that time it was affiliated to Mysore University, and then we disaffiliated from there and affiliated to VTU when VTU was formed, Vishveshwaraya Technological University. From there on, in 2007, we became autonomous. Academic autonomy was given. And then in 2016, JSS, JSS Science and Technology University was established in 2016. And now SJCE, earlier SJCE, is now a constituent college of JSS Science and Technology University. Okay, and then here we have, if you see, pointer. Yeah, if you see here, we are running 13 B programs and one BCA program, and we have 30 plus PG programs, including MTech, MSc, MCA, MBA, and in all the departments, we have PhD programs. Maybe that's information for you if you would like to pursue MTech and PhD after your BE courses. That will be um, Okay, so I represent Office of Dean Academics. Um, Dean Academics is Dr. B. Manoj Kumar, and I'm Associate Dean for UG program, and Dr. Ratnakar sir here, he is Associate Dean of PG program, and we have Dr. Vanishri, Associate Dean of Publications, and all these comes under our purview. Academic regulations, curriculum design, everything about electives, open electives, and Swayam NPTEL courses. Have you heard about this? Swayam NPTEL courses? Okay, I'll tell you a little about that. And then vertical progression. What is the eligible criteria for you to go from first year to second year to third year, fourth year, so on? And course equivalence, credit migration, credit adjustment, re-registration, readmission, timetable, calendar of academic calendar or calendar of events. All these activities come under the Office of Dean Academics. Uh, Vision and mission of the university. You might be already exposed to this. This slide talks about all the accreditations and rankings our university have. Again, UG program, PG programs, intakes. Okay. Curriculum, we'll discuss about the curriculum, teaching and learning process. Teaching process, as you see here, for every semester, are you aware of your academic calendar of events? um, Pay attention to that. Calendar of events will be released in the beginning of every semester, and it indicates when the semester will begin, what are the different holidays, where the test schedules, the dates of test, when the test results will be announced, okay, exam schedule, all that will be given in the academic calendar, or calendar of events is what we say. Okay, and then course allotment to faculty. This is not anyway for you. Doesn't matter who teaches what, right? So that's the department thing. They allot, like, courses are assigned to faculty, and then timetable is prepared, and then each course teacher will prepare their teaching plan, course plan, or lesson plan, what we call. Again, lesson plan, week wise or day wise planning of what topic will be covered in each week, and so on. Okay. And then content will be delivered, and in between there will be evaluation and grading. Okay, this is the very general cycle of the semester. And in the academic calendar, all your test schedules, everything, parents teachers meeting, mentoring sessions, all that will be mentioned in your academic calendar. Okay, and then learning process, you will be, there are many resources and activities on which you will be assessed. I said tests are one, like in class written tests are one, and apart from that, there are many other learning methods that you will be experiencing. This is just a basic idea for you. And curriculum design, how your curriculum will be designed. Start with the existing curriculum. A draft curriculum will be prepared. Okay, every 2 years, or for sure, once in every 4 years, your curriculum gets revised. Do you think it is necessary to revise? Curriculum revision andre maybe credits change agutte depending on AICT guidelines, or assessment might change, or your syllabus might change, get revised. New courses might get added. Some courses might get deleted. Do you think this is necessary? It is very necessary, right? We can't keep the curriculum static. Depending on the market needs, depending on the updations in technology, all that, the curriculum keeps getting revised once in a while, at least once in 4 years. But in our institution, it's happening more often. Um, and feedback from the stakeholders is an important factor on which the curriculum gets revised. Stakeholders are students, parents, employers, alumni, teachers. All these are stakeholders for the institution in this setup. And everybody's feedback will be collected on the current curriculum, and then accordingly it will be revised for the next batch. Okay, and then there is a procedure for that. After feedback collection, syllabus will be fine tuned, and there is a set of approval sequence of approval post process. Uh, Nothing will be unapproved. I mean, everything we should be approved by the competent authority, bodies like academic council, board of management, and after the approval from those bodies, statutory bodies, the final program curriculum will be released. So what you have, the curriculum that you have for your batch, it is a new curriculum for your batch. So again, that is an approved curriculum by academic council as of now, and soon BOM will be held, and in which that will also be approved. So that is how you get to your curriculum. And this is the credit distribution. Were you aware of credit system earlier in your PU? No, right? So this is something new. Credit system is each course will be worth of certain credits. For example, and it depends. It's like one lecture hour is equal to one credit. Okay, one tutorial hour is equal to one credit. Two practical hours is equivalent to one credit. So that way, it's there. It is. And each course, a theory course, will be for either 2 credits or 3 credits or 4 credits. Each lab will be of 1 credit or 1.5 credits. And there are some non-credit courses also, which are 0 credits, but it doesn't have semester and examination. But then you still have to pass. There is still pass and fail. Okay, so even though it's a non-credit course, you still have to pass to get your degree. Okay. So that is the credit system. So what you see here is semester-wise credit distribution. So totally you have to acquire 160 credits for your 4 years BE degree program. Uh, First semester 19 credits, second semester 19 credits. So it's equally distributed. Doesn't matter if you are in whether you are in chemistry cycle or in physics cycle. Eventually, at the end of that semester, you will be accruing 19 credits if you clear all the courses. And then third semester, first year is common for all the branches. You might be aware of this, right? First year, first 2 semesters, it's common for all the branches. Um, and then third semester onwards, you will get into your parent department. Any department you go, again, this structure is common. Okay, third semester 24.5 credits, fourth 24.5, fifth and sixth semester 23.5 credits, seventh and eighth is 13 credits. So if you observe here, majority of the credits you earn in second and third year, right? Second and third year. And in the final year, in the seventh and eighth semester, your coursework is less because to accommodate for industrial training, project work, industrial training basically to save time. I mean to like time is made flexible in the sense this arrangement is to facilitate for the students to undergo internships, and in the final year that's kind of practical training. Industry internship you will do for a period of time, and which will give you a better opportunity for employment later on. Oh, okay, so this is, and again, it's not applicable for this group. The students who enter second year, third semester directly from yeah, from the diploma courses. So it's for them. Okay, this is the credit distribution for PCA students. Please note, this is how your credit system is a little different from our BE program. More about your curriculum will be discussed in your department orientation. This is how your credit distribution is. Okay. Again, this is coming back to be first year. This is course-wise credit distribution. So if you see here, there are different subject categories that you will be learning. Basic science courses, you have engineering, chemistry, physics. You have engineering science courses. Um, and then you have several 10 credits worth of humanities and social sciences and management courses like environmental studies, Kannada, functional communicative English, and Constitution of India. These are under, and there are several more new courses that are introduced for your batch. And then there are 59 courses, major chunk 59 courses are your professional core courses, and there are core laboratory. Then there are professional elective courses relevant to your branch, and there are many open elective courses. Open elective courses, I'll just take a minute to tell about that. Open elective, professional elective is within your branch. You will have some options where you can choose, but open elective is students of a particular of electronics and communication engineering, they can opt for electives offered by other departments, not your parent department. That's open elective. Okay. Electives offered by one department, those students cannot take those courses. All other students from other branches can take those courses, and you get to take other courses. So these are open electives. And for your batch, there are three such open electives, starting in one in fourth semester, one in fifth semester, and one in sixth semester. Open electives. And professional electives, there are 7 professional elective courses for. And then there is project work, there will be seminars, industry internships that you can do in an industry, company, or any other organizations depending on your domain. And here you see these are the credits distribution that you saw here. Just a little bit about outcome based education. Hearing this for the first time, OBE, outcome based education. Outcome based education, I'll just tell briefly about the concept of it. It's not what we teach, it's what you learn. So outcome based education is to make sure what you're supposed to learn is what you have learned by the end of the course. Okay, there are some mechanisms that are put in place to ensure this outcome based education. Addresses the following key questions. What do we want the students to learn, to be able to do? How can we best help them to achieve it? How will we know whether they achieved it or not? How do we close the loop for further improvement? So basically, okay, I'll tell a little more about it. Benefits, more focused curriculum, and you will be employee ready as much as possible. And then continue this mechanism will help improve the quality of education continuously. So you will be hearing about these terms later on. There is first level called course outcomes, then there are program outcomes, there are program educational objectives, there are program specific outcomes. All these are aligned towards our department vision and mission, and again towards aligned to university goals, vision, and mission. These are 12 graduate attributes or program outcomes, what we call. All your curriculum will be eventually linked to these things, aligned to these. See, for example, engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design development of solutions, modern tool usage, engineer and society, environment and sustainability, ethics, communication management, lifelong learning. So these are the program outcomes. So end of your learning, end of 4 years, what you learn will align towards to one or more of these. And how we do that, I'll tell you. Okay, this is one more concept in, again, you will see this if you open your curriculum or if you open the course syllabus, you will come across all these terminologies. Okay, then as time goes by, you will learn more about it. Just get familiarized with this. This is Bloom's taxonomy, cognitive domain. So what is this? See, these are levels of learning. Levels of learning, they are categorized into 6 groups. The bottommost is remembering, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create. Remember is simply remembering something, like remembering a definition or a list of some things. Okay, that's remember level. Next is understand. You should be able to explain something, explain a concept. That's the next level of learning. The next is apply. The concept that you have understood, you should be able to apply in a different setting. So it goes on like this: analyze, evaluate, and create something new. You're getting it? So these are the levels of learning, and all these are specified in your in the syllabus. Okay, this is how we are integrating outcome based education concept. And how to assess, we cannot, you cannot assess, you cannot, like, create something new in 3 hours written exam or 1 hour exam, right? So writing written exam, fixed hours examinations, we can test your remembrance, understand and apply level knowledge. And we have other activities to let you explore on analyze, evaluate, and create domains. Okay, I'll skip this. Okay, so you got some idea on that? Outcome based education. I'll show some examples on that also. Here, this is an example of scheme and syllabus. What you see here is you will be getting one booklet of all the first year curriculum, first year scheme and syllabus. Okay, what are subjects you have? What is the detailed syllabus of that? Okay, here first year common to all. This course code is 24 MA 110, title Engineering Math 1. See, this is the credits, 4 credits. Course category is basic science course. This is a theory course. And lecture hours 3, practical 1. And this assessment part will be dealt in detail by controller of examination set. Okay, syllabus, course prerequisite. There will be course. This is the structure you will see for every course. Course or subject means the same. Okay, course. Course objectives, course outcomes. This is again part of that OB that I was talking about. For every course, we will be defining the outcomes of the course. At the end of the course, the student will be able to end of the course or after completing this course, students will be able to illustrate the applications of multivariate calculates, apply the analytical methods, and so on. So there will be 3 to 5 course outcomes for each course. And here you see the highest level of cognitive domain. This topic is dealt at this level. This topic, this outcome aligns to this level. So on. L1, L2, L3 is the levels of cognitive domains that I just told. Okay, like this. And then if in your syllabus, you will see this course content, lecture hours, tutorial hours, and then there will be some textbooks listed here, references, journals, web resources, and these other MOOC, open online open courses. So all these you will see for each subject or each course in your syllabus. And I told you, right, the 12 program outcomes, all your course outcomes for each course will be mapped to all the program outcomes. And this is how we close the loop. The course delivery, content delivery will happen, assessment will happen, and then there is something called attainment calculation where we check how much each student has achieved in each or attained in each course outcome, or what is the level of understanding and level of learning of each student. And then we'll see if the target is achieved or not. And then we'll see if there is any changes in the curriculum has to be done to keep up the target. So that's how we close the loop, and that's part of outcome based education. Okay, and so next coming to electives, I was telling you, right, you will have different types of electives. One is professional elective and first year electives, and then open electives I told you about. And there is something called, if you can Google search this, Swayam NPTEL, there are a set of courses available. These are online courses that are conducted by professors from IITs, NITs, IISc, these premier institutions across India, and anybody can enroll and take that course. They open twice every year, once in January, once in July. The list of courses will be open for enrolling. You check, and if you enroll, anyway, first year it's not applicable for you. From second year onwards, you can enroll in such SWAYAP courses. And the advantage is, listen to this carefully. See, how many credits were in the final year, 7th and 8th semester? 13 credits, right? So, and in both the semesters, there is a professional elective offered. Okay, if you successfully clear SWAYAM courses, then you can get exemption from one professional elective in the final year. So you can save, you can have even more time to go on for internships. You're getting it? So SWAYAM courses, you check their website leisurely. There are thousands of courses available for you to choose. and they are of different durations, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks duration. So 12 weeks course is worth of 3 credits. So your professional elective is of 3 credits. So if you successfully clear NPTEL course, there will be online lessons, and then you take a proctored exam in the end, and you'll get a certificate with all. There is internal assessment, their final exam, so you'll get a final score for 100. If you successfully clear that, the pass that course, then worth of 12 weeks, then you can get one professional course exempted. So you can get up to 2 professional courses exempted like that. Okay, so that starts from third semester, third, four, five, six. In 4 semesters, you can clear the NPTEL courses. You cannot simply take any course. Those list of such NPTEL courses will be announced by your department. Okay, you have to check. Only the Board of Studies department approved list of courses you can choose from. Okay, and then yeah, electives. Open electives, I told this, there are 3 open electives in 4th, 5th and 6th semester, and each department will offer 2 open electives. So 13 departments, 26 at least options that you will have. Like your option entry, CET option entry. Here also there is something like option entry. You can give a preference of up to 10 courses. This course preference 1, preference 2, preference 3, like that you can give 10 preferences, and depending on your CGPA, a course will be allotted to you. Okay, if your CGPA is the highest, you will get your first preference. Okay, so what that means is, if you want your choice of course, you have to have good CGPA. Okay, this is how the open elective allotment works. Again, open elective for you is from third semester. Again, so I mentioned this to you, right? There are 4 electives in first year. How the allotment works there? Again, there are some choices. I'll show you in that. Your PCM marks are taken, and those marks are used to allot you the elective that you choose in the first year. If the PCM marks are same, if there is a tiebreaker, then your CET score will be considered to allot you the elective. Okay. Um, but professional electives, it's not like that. It depends. Again, there are some guidelines for allotting professional electives, but it's more simpler, and yeah, it is at the department level. Um, Again, student-centric learning is in the core of outcome-based education. There are lots of activity-based learning. Many activities, like not just your marks doesn't just come from written tests inside the classroom. Okay, there are many other activity-based assignments that you get to work on. Okay, so quickly, content delivery syllabus and scheme is you're familiar now. Credit system, you're familiar now. Open electives, you're familiar. This is how you are evaluated. This is for theory. CIE is continuous internal evaluation, happens for 40 marks, and SCE it happens for 100 marks. Your 3-hour final exam is conducted for 100 marks, but it gets 60% weightage, so it's finally reduced to 60 marks. Okay, there will be 2 tests conducted for 30 marks each, but then reduced to 30 marks total. So there will be one event. Event means it can be again anything. It's up to the teacher, course teacher. They can give some assignment. They can make you like ask you to make presentations, PowerPoint presentations, or role play, or models, or quiz, field assignments, anything like that. Okay, that will be assessed for 10 marks. So internal evaluation total 40 marks, and semester and examination. This is 3 hours scheduled room. You will be writing this exam. Again, there will be 2 parts to it. Part A, 50 marks, all 5 questions, 10 marks each compulsory. And part B, there will be 10 questions, internal choice, 6 or 7, 8 or 9, 10 or 11. 12 or 13, 14 or 15. So five questions, 10 marks each. So 100 marks total reduced to 60. So what you score in CIE added to what you score in SCE. So that will be your score, and your grading will be based on those scores. Okay, and then there are some courses for you which have integrated lab to it. So this is how integrated lab courses with integrated labs will be assessed. Again, lab component will be assessed both in CIE and SCE. Even in the written SCE exam, there will be some lab components that you will be asked to answer. Okay. And again, non-credit course, I told you, right? There will be tests again for non-credit courses. But then again, you have to, there is a pass or fail to it. And practical exams, the pure lab exam. There is theory, credit, there is theory, non-credit, there is just lab, and there is theory with integrated lab. So these are the different types of courses you have. Yeah, so just the lab, pure lab course, there will also be a semester and examination. It will not be written exam, but the practical exam. Okay, attainment part I'll skip now. Okay, this is something very important. Actually, very, very important. See, for vertical progression of students admitted to first year, if you want to go to second year, okay, if you want to go to second year, you should not fail, like you should not keep 20 credits backlog. That means you should, what does it mean? 20 credits worth. See, first semester is 19 credits, second semester is 19 credits, right? Put together, you should not have backlog more than 20 credits to move to second year. Very important. Okay. And then students having not more than 20 credits in 4 semesters of first and second year will be eligible to progress to third year. If you want to go to third year, you shouldn't have more than 20 credits backlog of first 4 semesters, first 2 years. Okay, very important. And the next one, same thing. Students who have earned all credits of first year. So basically, what that means is, if you want to go to fourth year, you should have cleared all first year courses. You can't keep a single course of first year back to go to fourth year. You can't go to fourth year unless you clear all first year courses. Everything. One credit, 1.5 credits lab ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. Our regulations say you can't go to fourth year unless you clear all first year courses. See, last week few students came, they didn't know, they were not aware. They had a backlog of one physics, some lab they didn't clear, and just because of 1.5 credit they are losing one whole year. So vertical progression is very important to understand. Don't keep any backlogs, is my suggestion. Unless some very health issue, some genuine emergency cases in family or anything like that, leaving that apart, your negligence cannot pull you back for 1 year. Don't do that. Okay. So yeah, and we have a mentoring system. You'll all be assigned a faculty mentor, one faculty mentor for 10 to 15 students, and there'll be regular interaction session with you and your faculty mentor. They'll help you, guide you to, in choosing elective, for example, choosing an open elective. In any academic or even otherwise, any matters, you can seek guidance and help from your mentor. Soon you all will be allotted a faculty mentor to guide you. Okay. If not allotted, you ask your HOD to do that, and be in touch and be in constant touch with your mentor. And then we have initiatives for slow learners. There are initiatives for advanced learners. not everybody will be in the same page, right? We all have different capabilities, which is okay. If there are slow learners identified in the class, then there will be additional. There are some additional initiatives to help them to cope up academically. Something like remedial classes, we'll be getting additional assignments, makeup tests, all that. Extended mentoring will be given some more questions to work on, more worksheets to work on, and so on. And if you are doing very well, there are again many initiatives for advanced learners or fast learners. Encourage them to participate in workshops, involve in work on live projects that many professors have. Participate in hackathon, publications, and authorships. You'll be encouraged to participate, lead student clubs, and many other activities that happen on campus. So I want every one of you to be an advanced learner. You get some privileges to contribute in additional activities happening on campus. Okay, so there are a lot. Maybe somebody has talked about all this to you. We have a memorandum of understanding with various partners, different organizations within India and abroad. What's important for you is through these activities, again, there are, if you see, there are many industries which are offering courses in different branches. So if you take that, you will get to know more about that company and what they do, and there are more chances of you getting an opportunity for interning in those companies and later on employment. So all this is for the MOUs. Some many MOUs are geared towards making you all employment ready and have the skill sets that are actually required in the market. There you can see some examples of students enrolled in automotive cybersecurity Bosch Global Software course, and the company offered placements for 11 students with 16 lakh cost to company CTC. So basically, as I said, industry involvement and you involving in those activities will help you better employment opportunities. I'll skip all this. We have many facilities, not just academic, even otherwise. There are lots of students club. I was told there'll be a talk on students club this afternoon, and your contribution. See, the strategic statement of our university to emerge as a global university and train next gen students with world class academics and research culture. So all this doesn't happen just with our planning. Your response and your involvement is equally important or even more important. So I told there are many resources, faculty resource, other resources, web resources, Google University, Google Baba, all are with you. With all those resources, you should be knowing how to use them properly. A friend in need is a friend indeed. There are increased number of malpractices lately. So please don't rely on your friend's ability. Believe in your own capability. This is something I want to share, and please make a note. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. And this is quickly, we'll just take few minutes, 2 minutes to, can you scan this, or did you get a message on your WhatsApp? No? Do you do this? ಹೌದಾ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ yeah this is just a demo purpose. This is not your final thing. Just a demo, just a learning exercise for you. What it has is, this is a Google form for you, like option entry for first year electives. Okay, see, if you are in physics cycle, there are two electives under elective one, two courses under elective one, mechanical engineering, and there are three courses under elective two, introduction to programming. So you get to choose one of these two under elective one, and one of these three under elective 2. And now make sure if you already know C programming or Python or Java, whatever, don't choose this again over here. You get my point? Has anybody, like if you are PCMC, you might have already know some of these, right? Programming languages. So choose wisely. Don't take something which you already know. Okay. And then if you are in chemistry cycle, all of you will study 4 at least here. So just it depends. If you are in physics cycle, you will learn these two in the first semester. If you are in chemistry cycle, you will learn one of these and one of these. All are equally interesting. Uh, Early next week, we'll put the syllabus on our website, so you can go through the syllabus and then you decide. You'll be given some time to choose your option. You can go through the syllabus and then decide like which option you want to opt for. And again, as I said, the allotment of the elective will be based on your PCM score and CET rank, right? So that's also a factor um, in getting the getting your choice. Were you able to enter the Google form? What's that? Okay, so it's actually easy. You'll be asked your name. Right now you don't have university seat number, so SR number that was given to you during your admission time, that will be taken. I mean that will be displayed. If you choose your like you enter your no, you have to specify whether your chemistry cycle. It's easy. If you go to the Google form, it's easy to navigate. Okay, so based on your SR number, you will see your SR number and name. Okay, but once you choose that, you will be you will see only those options that are applicable for you. So there is no confusion there. So if like when you enter through your SR number, your name, so you will have options only applicable for you. So you choose wisely depending on whether you have already learned that course or things like that. It will be activated in the afternoon. Just try, and if you have any questions, then let the coordinators know or let one of us know. Will help. Okay, so the final version of Google Form will release it sometime early next week, and we will be given few days of time to enter your option, and after that your course will be allotted, and you will attend your respective courses. Okay, yeah, thank you. And Ratnakar sir, if you want to add anything, any thank you. I hope this helped. Definitely, this is a very helpful information. If you have any doubts in anything, please let your teachers know or coordinators know, and we'll help you with your questions. Okay? Yeah, our office is in the third floor, same building, third floor, Dean Academic Office. If you ask security or anybody there, they'll direct you. Okay, if you have any questions, you can walk in. Okay, and do that in the early. If you any questions, get it resolved early. Don't wait until the end, and once you're deep inside the problem, then nobody can help you much. Okay, if you have any doubts, questions, early on you try to get answers to resolve it. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you coordinators for giving us this opportunity, ma'am, and thank you. I thank Dr. Pushpa Tuppad and Dr. Ratnakar sir for joining us and telling you about the academic guidelines.
Sir, 1 second, sir. You have to shift the window.
Good morning. We are starting with the next session. As I said earlier, it's an important session. I'm happy to introduce our controller of examination, Professor P. Nanjan Swami sir. He's professor in Department of Civil Engineering as well as our controller of examination. All exam related aspects he is in charge. He and his office will be continuously communicating to you through the website, anything related with exam aspects. And along with sir, we have our assistant registrar of examination section, Mr. Abhinandan. I also welcome him. We have deputy controller of examination, Dr. Anupama Sundar with us. Welcome back. I request Dr. Rajeshwari ma'am to present a sapling to COE sir.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು
Alternative for clear.
ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತ್ರ ವೆಲ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ of course I'm representing examination section of the university and all of you are aware that and familiar with and also fed up with the examination because I know after your second review at all standard entering into a professional course how many examinations you took I can understand and how much of preparation you struggle you have undergone for last 2 years and after that getting success and getting admitted to our university so I can understand all those things so obviously you feel most of the time when we say examination you feel somewhat uh, fed up with the kind of system what we have. Unfortunately, that is the education system that what we are having. But remember, examinations are required for performance measurement. Any performance by a candidate, by a student, is to be measured. How do we measure that? How do we know that how much of understanding he has gone through, how much of knowledge he has gained, he or she? Of course, I am seeing more number in here, and also how much he can contribute in future for the profession. That we need to measure, we need to evaluate. So obviously, okay, it is something we need to use for that kind of a measurement, which normally we practice as examinations. So the kind of system what we have in our university, that is what I'm going to introduce you today. I know that uh, today itself you may not be in a position to understand the overall entire thing, but overall view I'm going to provide you what exactly you are going to have in next 4 years and how to proceed with the regulations or guidelines, whatever is prescribed by the university with respect to examinations. So, in that, seeking the blessings of Suturvira Parapara, I'll commence with the information related to examination. Uh, you have already gone through many examinations, as I already told you. But there is one difference when we talk about examinations in the profession. Because earlier, whatever examinations you have faced so far, In all those examinations, your aim was to score highest marks, whatever is required, like 99%, 100%, or percentile, whatever. In all the examination, whether it is CET or Comet K or JEE or whatever you have faced, in all those cases, it was the marks which was important for the purpose of getting an admission to a professional degree. But now, after getting into professional degree, the next step is here. Examination is not the only performance indicator. There are many other performance indicators. Examination is part of the performance indicator because here, of course, examination is required. Examination, you need to score in the examination to prove yourself that you are understood better compared to others relatively. In addition to that, you need to gain, I can say, in all dimensions or all angles, other skills also. What normally we say communication skills, analytical capability. Okay, like this, there are plenty of things you need to develop and you need to have in order to progress in the professional degrees. Because the employers who is going to employ you later on after the completion of degree, they are not just looking at your degree, your mark. They also measure other performance indicators, as I told you, through conducting tests, that is entrance test to their companies, and as well as interviews and many other things. So remember, you require to have a overall development rather than just scoring in the examination. But if you are planning for certain other things also, like higher education, research, in such cases, obviously you need to have a better grading, better scores in the examination, because that is the main thing which is considered in those aspects. Okay, so with this, let us move on. So our examination section main objective is to conduct the examination in the stipulated time that is given by the university, and to evaluate that and to provide you the results in time. And this is also mainly we need to have precise and fast online services by making use of technology. That is what we are aiming at, and we are implemented already to a larger extent. And you will see, you will come to know about those things little later. So, with this objective, the examination section is working in the university. And little bit of history, of course, it is long back in 2007 when SJC has become autonomous. From that point onwards, we started examination section, but at that time it was called as autonomous section. Later on, in 2016, when you have become university, JSS Science and Technology University, then we have a separate section for the examination known as examination section. And from 2016 onwards, all examination related activities are performed by the examination section. And already my colleague has given you regarding the academic background, right? What is required, particularly related to examination, that is evaluation. There are two components. One is what we call continuous internal evaluation, that is during your study within the semester, in the semester, and the other one at the end of the semester, that is semester end examination. Normally, earlier used to have only annual examinations. Okay, of course, in the PU, we were trained for many other things. Every month or every week, you used to get the test, etc. But mainly, it was the annual examination for the final result. But here it is not so. Here it is a semester scheme. First thing you need to understand that. That means in a year, you are going to have 2 semesters. And in each semester, you will be continuously evaluated during the study period. And at the end of the semester also, again, you will be evaluated. These two parts, we are calling it as continuous internal evaluation, that is during the semester, and semester end examination at the end of the semester. And we have certain things related to these two things. That is CIA, that is continuous internal evaluation. Normally, it is for 40% of the total marks. Okay, and generally, in majority of the courses or majority of subjects, we try to conduct for 80 marks, and which will be reduced to 40 marks later on. Okay, so that is how we conduct in continuous internal evaluation. In that, as per our guidelines, there will be 3 events in a semester for each subject, each course. 3 events, out of that, 2 will be compulsorily the tests, written tests, what we are going to have as per the calendar of events specified or provided by the university. And 1 event is left to the course coordinator or the faculty who is in charge of that course. He or she can decide about what type of evaluation that is to be provided for that particular course. Like it might be a quiz or an assignment or a mini project, etc. Anything can be decided by the course coordinator regarding the event 2. But the other 2 events is compulsorily written test. Okay, so these are the 3 events which you need to perform. And normally this will be split into 30 plus 20 plus 30. 30 for first test, 20 for event 2, and 30 for the second test. Okay, total 80 marks, which will be later on reduced to 40 marks. That is 40%, I said, no, CIE part. So that will be reduced to 40 marks. And minimum requirement for to become eligible for the examination is 50% of the 40. That is 20 marks. If you score minimum of 20, then only you are eligible to take up the final examination. Otherwise, you will become not eligible. Okay, that is one part of that. So, and then these are the minimum marks. That's what I told you. Like CIE, 20 marks for 40. That is 50% is the minimum requirement. In the bracket, you are also seeing one more figure, that is 21. I will let you know that. And other things are semester end examination. Semester end examination, that is, once you score 50% in your CIE, you will become eligible for semester end examination. And normally, semester end examinations will be conducted for a total marks of 100. Okay, each paper, each course, each question paper will be for 100 marks, and that will be evaluated, and then it will be reduced to 60. Okay, that means 60% as SEE. Okay, so finally you are going to have that 60 marks for SEE. So we already had this 40 marks in CIE and 60 marks in SEE. So total it will become 100 again. And passing marks for that final thing is 45 total. Okay, minimum is 45. That is the total. So therefore, if you score 20 in CIE, what should be your score in SEE? Obviously 25 to make it 45. That's what I'm showing here. Sorry. Here 20 plus 25, that is 45. Suppose we say it is 40% of SEE is eligible. Okay, that is means it can be considered for final calculation. So 40% of 60 is what? 24. Suppose if you score 24, then also you are eligible, provided if you have already scored 21 or more in CI. But final total should be always 45 marks. That is how it is. But if you say, I am scoring, let us say, out of 60, 50, and I am scoring 10, no, I mean, it cannot be, because there itself you will become not eligible to take up the final examination, because minimum requirement is 50% of 40, that is 20 marks minimum. So minimum 20 or above, that should be one. Here similarly, 24 or above in the final examination, and total 45 or above. Okay, this is the overall picture about your examination system. Certain courses may be having a total marks for 50 only, like 2 credit. Here, I hope you know already, it is given, informed to you regarding each courses will have the credits. We are having a credit-based system. Each course will have credits like 3 or 4 or 2 or 1.5, something like that, depending upon the type of the course. And based on the course also, we try to fix up whether it is to be the exam to be conducted for 100 or 50 or something like that. Okay, so that you will come to know once you go through the scheme of specific semester. First, you are in first semester, so what are all the subjects, what is the scheme, and then you'll see what are the credits given to each course, how much is the examination marks, how much is the internal marks, everything will be given to you. It was already published in the website. You can go through that later on. So this is the requirement for final grade calculation. What do you mean by grade here? We are not going to disclose your final marks. Okay, because we are going to have a what we call a grading system rather than absolute mark system. Okay, we are not providing the marks. Instead, we are going to provide alphabet kind of a grading system wherein we have this scale, a grade points of 10, wherein we are going to have these grades like S, A, B, C, D, E. These are the passing grades, and below 45, as I told you, you will become fail. Okay, that F grade is not in a grade, it is fail. Okay, so these are the grades what we are going to have, and these are the ranges of marks. The thing is here, we don't uh, depend on whether you have scored 99 or 98. How do we distinguish between the two? Just 1 mark or even 100 for that matter. So therefore, we want to group all those students who are having some range of marks, and this is the range adopted by our university. And here you can see 90 to 100 is all same. Okay, we take it as S grade only, and 75 to 89 A grade. Like that, we have the marks ranges. So whoever passed within that particular range, corresponding grades will be allocated. So you'll come to know finally the grade only. Okay, if you obtained in a particular course S grade, it could be 89, 90, 91, or 100, anything. Okay, so that way you are going to have the grading system here. And below that, you can see the grade points also. Okay, this is required for calculation of what we call semester grade point average and cumulative grade point average. That means how much is the final score, where you stand on the scale of 10. That is what we are going to have here. So if you have scored S grade, automatically it is 10 out of 10. Okay, so like that, we are going to have the corresponding 10, 9, 8, 7. There is no 6, please note here, and 5, 4, and then of course, if it is fail, it is obviously it is 0. Okay, so like this, we have the grading system, and this is what we are going to get as your results in the semester end examination. Okay, how do we calculate? Don't worry about all these calculations, etc. We'll do that, and you just see that. Okay, and it's already well established process, so therefore you need not worry about whether it is computed properly or not, etc. Everything will be computed properly, but just try to understand that there are two measures. One is for each semester, what we call semester grade point average, and one is cumulatively. Means when you are in second semester, first semester plus second semester. When you are in fifth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Together, cumulatively, we are going to announce. So overall, after completion of 8 semesters, you will get that CGPA as all the 8 semesters together. Okay. So each individual semester, you are going to have semester grade point average, and total and cumulatively, you are going to have cumulative grade point average. Both will be given to you in your grade. So what is that we are going to provide? Grade cards will be issued soon after the examination, soon after the announcement of results. Okay, we are going to prepare the grade cards, and that will be distributed to you. And please note this particular point. Initially, when you are admitted to a particular semester, I mean first year, we are going to send a form. In that form, whatever details you have given during the admission process, that all those details will be printed and it will be supplied to you. You need to verify again, because there might be some spelling mistake, there might be some mistake in your Aadhaar number. Okay, because nowadays, I mean, in the present scenario, Aadhaar number is a must, because we need to create what we call ABC ID, Academic Bank Credit ID, which is actually dictated, I mean, governed by central government for all your records to keep in DigiLocker, NAD, etc. Okay, so which can be accessed by you anywhere, anytime. Okay, so that kind of facility is available. So in order to transfer your information to those agencies, we need to have ABC to be created, ABC ID to be created, for which we require your Aadhaar card, exact Aadhaar card number, whatever is issued to you, and also the name, what is there in the Aadhaar card. We are facing many problems associated with this. Many a times your 10th marks card name and your Aadhaar name is not matching. Initial might be in the beginning in the 10th marks card, initial here may be later on. So these are the problems normally we try come across. So try to be more careful about this. So when we issue the form, please try to verify that form, all the details provided within the form, and then put your signature and submit back to the department. Okay, so that is where you need to verify your name, your email ID, your phone number, your Aadhaar number, your parents' details. All those details we are going to provide you, and that is to be verified. And after verification, when you put the signature, that is the final. Okay, if there are any corrections, you have to mention there itself. We are providing the space for that also. You have to mention there itself. Otherwise, we'll assume that whatever is there in the form, that is the final thing. Reason behind that is the same data will be used for printing your grade card. Your name, okay, your university seat number, everything will be printed on your grade card, and that depends on the data whatever you have provided to us. Okay. Later on, if you find that there is some problem with your data on the grade card, that cannot be changed. It can be changed only through legal process. Okay. So therefore, please take care in the initial stage itself. And then what kind of thing we have? This is the grade card. Of course, here it is not looking nice, but you'll get a nice grade card. Okay. So here all the details, whatever I said, name, your university seat number, and those details will be there here. And the courses for which you are registered in that particular semester, all the course details will be given here. And this is where you are going to see the credits for each course, whatever is prescribed in that particular semester. And what is the grade you have obtained, like S, A, B, C, D, I told you, those things will be presented over here. Okay. And accordingly, the grade points will be calculated. That is, if it is S10, A9, like that, it will be printed also here. Using this data, these two are computed as already discussed. Okay. That is semester grade point average and cumulative grade point average. Both will be calculated and presented over here. These are the details what you are going to see in your grade card. And here on the back side of the grade card, you are going to see all the details like how the grades are provided and how the calculations are performed and what are the various symbols that we are using to represent the various things. See here. And then also how many total credits you are going to have in it. All these details are essential because in future anybody wants to verify your document and they need to understand. So those details are also printed on the back side of the thing, and a QR code is also given for to get the details in your phone also. So like this, the grade card is printed and it will be given to you after successfully you are completing the semester. Suppose in this after seeing the result, okay, of course, grade card will be printed little later because we have certain other process also in between. So therefore, after looking at the result, okay, if you feel that whatever grades you have obtained is not good enough, it is not indicating your actual performance. Okay, you are not happy with the grades what you got. Okay, then there is a provision for you to see the photocopy of the answer script. Okay, you can see the photocopy of the answer script, and as well as you can go for reevaluation. Photocopy is normally given to you because you need to make sure that it is your own script, like whatever you are written in the exam, because the answer scripts will be scanned and it will be converted into digital form later on for evaluation process. By any chance, if it is missed and instead of yours, somebody else answer script is there, you need that won't happen, but still you can verify that. Number one. Number two, you can go through your answers once again and evaluate yourself, okay, whether what grade is assigned is okay or not. Or you can consult any of your faculty members, respective faculty members, to get it verified. So once you are sure that that grade, whatever is allocated, is not good enough, then go for reevaluation. Of course, both photocopy as well as reevaluation will be charged separately. Okay, it involves some amount. With this one, fees for that, you need to pay for that, and that all those things will be announced. Okay, and you will be given some time to do all those things. Then once it is done, reevaluation you can apply. Once if you apply reevaluation, the answer script will be get evaluated by an external examiner, not the internal ones. An external examiner is going to evaluate that, and whatever score you are going to get from after that evaluation, we try to compare that with your first marks, and then we'll decide which is to be given. Okay, so like this, the process goes on, okay. And then after this, we'll announce the final grade. Suppose if you are, due to some reason, if you have failed in any specific subject, after getting eligibility to write the exam, and then you have failed in the examination, then there is a chance for you to improve on. That is repeater examination. Okay, whichever subjects you have failed, you can register for those things in the repeater examination. Only you need to take examination. You need not repeat the whole semester. Okay, you need not attend the classes. You need not take up the continuous internal evaluation process. That all those things are avoided. Simply you have to rewrite the examination. Okay, that is what we call repeater examination. Okay, so you have to register for the repeater examination. You can register for the repeated examination only if you have failed in the semester end examination. I am stressing this point because there is another possibility, that is not becoming not eligible for semester end examination. What do you mean by becoming not eligible? Due to shortage of marks to continuous internal evaluation, less than 50%, less than 20, if you are scored, then you are not eligible for semester end examination. And another one, due to shortage of attendance. In our university, 85% is the minimum requirement. If you have less than 85%, then you are not eligible to take up the examination. So because of these two reasons, either of the two or both, due to that, if you have become not eligible, then you cannot have this at all. Okay, repeated examination is not for them. Then there is another process which I'm going to explain in the next slide. This repeated examination is only for those candidates who have failed in the semester end exam. Clear? Okay. So that will be given, and number of times it will be given like this. And when you are in second semester, you'll get first semester repeated examinations of courses. And when you are in third, you'll get first and second, and so on. Okay. So every time you are going to get the options to appear for the examination and to clear that examination, and that will be added to your cumulative grade point average later on, when as and when you qualify in that particular examination. And in the seventh semester, you will be having third, fourth, fifth, and sixth semester examinations. No, that is for vertical progression. Repeaters exam? Well, okay. So when you are in seventh, final year, that is in seventh and eighth, first and second semesters exam courses will not be given, because to enter into the final year, you need to clear all the subjects in the first year. So therefore, there is no question of repeated exam when you are in the final. But I don't think all these things are regulations. But my sincere suggestion is, don't keep any backlog subjects. Don't fail in any of the subjects. Okay, so that is the best thing to do. Okay. And I told you, suppose if you have become not eligible due to shortage of marks, or due to shortage of attendance, or due to both. Okay, in such cases, you need to repeat the course in the entire semester itself. In the sense, suppose if you have a not eligible subject in the first semester, then in the third semester, parallelly, you have to register for that particular course. That means during your studies in the third semester, you need to attend the first semester also for that particular course only. You need to attend the classes, you need to take up all the events, you need to score CIE, and you need to have attendance 85%, then become eligible, write the examination as per regular subjects only, then become qualified. Okay, so this is what I mean by parallel registration. So this is for not eligible students due to marks or attendance or both. Okay. Also, there is a provision, though you can take only repeated examination because you have failed in the examination, but if you feel I want to attend the classes and I want to learn and I want to take up the examination, even this is allowed. Okay, though it is not a compulsory thing for the ones who have failed in the subject, repeated exam is good enough. But if you feel, okay, I want to attend the classes and I want to learn and then I want to take the classes, then you can register for parallel. One disadvantage is you need to undergo entire process of attending the classes, attending the tests, scoring, minimum, etc. Everything is to be done. Okay, as per regular course only. But in the repeated examination, it is not so, because only examination you are going to write. All your previous marks as well as attendance will be carried further. Okay, so that way it is. That is the difference between repeated exam and parallel registration. Okay. Then this is not moving. This has become freeze. Screen freeze. All right. Okay. Okay. Next comes what we call vertical progression. Think? Yeah, that's all. Vertical progression means what? Promotion. You're already aware of this. From first standard to second standard to third standard and so on, 12th standard, and now you are entered into first year of degree. This is promoting from one semester to another semester. Vertical progression here means how you are progressing from one semester to the other semester. What are the things you have to satisfy in order to progress to the next semester? Number one, from R to E1, that is first semester to second, or third to fourth, or fifth to sixth, that is R to E1, no restrictions. Okay, you can simply move from R to E1 semester. Any number of failures if you have, okay, that is also okay. It is not okay for me, but it is okay as per the guideline. Okay, but from E1 to odd semester, that is year 1 to year 2, first year to second year, if you want to move, then you can have maximum of 20 credits limit. Okay, each subject is having some credits, I told you, no. And if you have failed in, say, 4 subjects, having all the 4 subjects with 5 credits, that itself will become 20. If you have something more than that, even 20.5, we cannot allow. 0.5 also is not possible to allow for progression. 20 is the limit. 20 or less. Okay, you can have only that many credits in your backlog list. Okay, otherwise, you need to repeat this year, clear all the things, and then you can proceed after the next year. So that way you are going to lose 1 year because of this particular vertical progression guideline. Okay. And another thing is there. This is applicable for all the 3 years, first 3 years. But for fourth year, one more condition is there. What is that? No backlog from the first year subjects. That is first and second semester, you should not have any failed courses. Okay, so that is the one. So if you are in final year, you need to clear. If you want to enter into the final year, you need to clear the first year. Okay, so all the courses are to have some grades other than F. Okay, so this is the requirement to progress in the year to year or semester to semester. Am I clear about this? Then total credits, of course, so already I think you are already exposed to this 160 credits from your why we are putting this here is because your seniors will be having a different system, that is 175 credits, but for you it was reduced to 160 credit system. Total in all 8 semesters together, you are undergoing 160 credits of total courses. Okay, so that is the one. And for, of course, for lateral entry, that is for third semester, who are from the diploma holders, they are going to enter at the third semester itself instead of attending first year. For them, it will be 120. Okay. So like this, we have, and for BCA students also, okay, we have similar kind of system. Okay, so the credit system will be there for BCA. And this is the academic regulations for various years. So don't worry about this. This is going to be continued for you into 2024, which we are going to put it as a separate thing. This table I'm showing here because it is there in our website also to understand in a nutshell what are all the guidelines available for various things. Whatever I explained so far, academic regulations, all those things in a concise way we have put in the table form in the website. You can refer to this for any. Of course, you need not worry about this because it is for your seniors. Similar things will be there. It will continue further, okay, in future for your batches also. And the duration of the program in our university, it is double the duration. Any degree program is double the duration. What it means? Your PE program is for 4 years. Normally, you should complete within 4 years. But due to some reasons, if it is not possible, and if you take more time, maximum allowed time is double the duration. That means 8 years. So within 8 years, you have to complete the degree. Otherwise, you will be removed from the university as not fit for technical course. NFTC, that is what we call. Okay. So I don't think it is going to, I mean, you require such a kind of thing because you're all, I know you're all dreaming about completing the course well in time in 4 years and to go for your professional career. Don't think of these things. It is only in the guideline and the regulation, but it is not the one which you need to look at it. Okay, so you need to look in a different angle. You need to clear all the things within the time stipulated. And of course, there are certain rules for termination from the university also. Okay, so that is failure to earn credits for the same subject 5 times. 5 attempts will be given, and if you fail to earn the credits from F to other grades, then you are terminated from the university. And in each semester grade point average, minimum requirement is 5. If you fail to earn 5 twice, then also you will be removed from the university. Okay, first time a warning will be given to you. Next time you will be removed from the university. Okay. And failure, this is most important. These two, of course, don't worry about this. Failure to meet the standards of discipline as prescribed by the university from time to time. This is the most important. We have, see, it is not something similar to other universities because it is managed by, okay, our Swamiji, JSS Mahavidyapita. Okay, it is not just education, it is ethical education also here. So therefore, we expect some kind of discipline in our university. And if you abide by those rules and regulations, whatever is there, it is no problem. If you deviate from that, then there is a chance to remove from you from the university. And then our examination process. How much time? Examination process. Of course, this is not may not be directly to you, but some what we are doing in the examination section. We have three things, of course, before the examination, after the examination, and during the examination. All those three stages we are involving ourselves in the process. And what we are doing before the examination, what are the requirements? As you said, I need to check whether you are eligible first. You have to register and I need to verify all the records. That is, whether you have progressed properly, whether you are having all the requirements to progress. Okay, and then all those details we are going to verify. Once it is done, then your semester commences and it will be continued with all the process of conducting the test, etc. And again, we are going to verify whether you are eligible to take up the final semester and examination. Once it is done, then we are going to generate the admission tickets close to the examination time, and admission tickets will be issued to you through communication channels only. We are not going to have printout of that, and we are not going to give it to you. It will be all, I'll show you later. And then during the examination, on the day of examination, venue management means where you need to write your exam. Every detail will be provided to you through communication channels again. And we are going to have all the process connected with the conduction of examination on that day. And then post-examination, your evaluation process, and then the announcement of result and verification, reevaluation, all those details are going to be there. Okay. And in addition to that, as I told you, we are going to have the evaluation process, confidential services like other things, and communication channels. Many communication channels are there. We are using what we call examination management system, which is a software based. Okay, and it is a web-based as well as app-based application. Okay, web-based I said because you can through web browsers we can communicate. We can access the information and you can come to know about the details. And also, we are going to send regular notifications through your Android or iOS apps, okay, and also through SMS in regular mode. Okay, all these details will be provided to you little. You have the student portal, EMS student portal, wherein you will be given credentials to sign in. That is your mobile number and as well as the password what you are going to have. So please note that you have to give proper mobile number to access this information. Okay, so through that only you are going to log in. Once you log in, you'll get all the details in that in the form of dashboards and in the form of menus. Everything is available. So for which are the subjects you are registered, and once the examination over, what are all your scores, etc. Every details, not score, grades, etc. will be displayed over here. All the details you are going to get over here through the web app itself. And also, in addition to this, we do have Android and iOS apps. That Uniclair apps are available. So on your smartphones also, you can install this and you can access the information through that also. Again, you require login credentials for that. So once it is given to you properly, use it and then you can access all the information, relevant information for you. And notifications will be given to you regarding the dates of the examination, calendar of events and calendar of examination. And then on the day of examination, to which room it is allotted, okay, you are allotted. Okay, all those details will be given through these communication channels. Okay. And then uh, digital valuation system. It is of course not related directly to you, but I want to show you here just to give you confidence that everything is going to have in a very transparent way. What is this DVS system or digital valuation system? You are writing in the answer script your examination. That answer script, you are in the front sheet, you are going to fill all the details like what your university seat number, and you are also going to put the signature. All those details will be there, but the valuer will not come to know about your details. Only the answers what you have written inside, only those things sheets will be supplied to you after getting it cut and scanned through scanners and then digital conversion of that. And on the screen, what they are going to see is only your answer book, answers rather than your details. So that means the valuer, whoever is evaluating your script, will not come to know who you are. Okay, so that kind of transparency is there here. Okay, so it is a unbiased evaluation. That is what is going to happen, and your scripts will be evaluated, and of course not necessarily by the one who teaches you in the classroom. Okay, it is not necessary. There may be several other examiners who are going to evaluate. Okay, so that is the reason we have this kind of a system. Once it is done, then there is a process inbuilt here because examiners, when they do it, again that will be verified by external examiners. Okay, they are going to evaluate certain percentage of scripts and they are going to verify. And if the first and second evaluation, if there is too much of discrepancy, then it goes for third evaluation also. So like this, at all stages, we try to take up the evaluation is appropriate. Properly it is done. Okay. So that way we are going to answer. That is the reason why I have shown this particular thing. This is how they are going to do on the systems. They are going to see only the answers and they are going to evaluate. And also remember, don't think that some mistake is there in the addition of marks or we will be having internal choices and probably it is not considered, etc. Because all those procedures are built into this system. So evaluator need not worry about whether which particular question is having any choice, etc. Once it is, its job is just to look at the answer, put the corresponding marks. That's all. All other things will be taken care in the background. Okay, and summation or total marks calculation and conversion that from the marks to grade, everything is done automatically in the back end. So you need not worry about the mistakes that might happen due to miscalculations or so something. Okay, it is a very robust system, well verified system what we have here. This is the answer booklet. This is what I said. You are going to fill all the details in the initial stage here itself. But most important is on the back side of this front sheet, these things are printed, which are the guidelines. Please, at least once in the first semester, in the first exam, try to read it. thoroughly you try to read it and try to understand, because these are the ones which you need to follow when you are inside the examination hall. Okay, so go through this particular thing when you are in the examination hall, because examination in the beginning itself, with the answer scripts will be issued. After 10 minutes, your question paper will be issued. So you will be having a sufficient time. During that time, try to read all some of the information. Okay, all the information given to you, and strictly follow this. Why I am saying this? Because of this. There is something what we call malpractice. Any unethical practices you do in the examination hall, you are liable to penalties. Okay, penalties starting from cancellation of the examination, fine, and even to the extent of removing you from the examination, university. Okay, up to that level, penalties are there. And remember, in the examination hall, our faculty will be there as invigilators, but a flying squad will visit all the examination halls every day, and that squad is not from our university. They are from outside, including legal officers. So they are going to visit the examination hall. They are going to check the candidates, including pockets and other things, or instrument box, or whatever you have. And if they find anything like cheats or any other thing, okay, which is leads to unethical practices, obviously they are going to book you as a candidate for malpractice, and you will be presented in front of a committee later on, and committee decides about the amount of penalty that you need to have. Okay, the committee is going to decide. Committee is consisting of legal advisor, professors, and our exam section. Okay, so therefore you have to be very careful in this aspect. The consequences will be very severe. Please note. The reason is why I'm stressing upon this point is it is the question of your career. So don't indulge in any of the unethical practices or any more practices. Okay, because once you have caught, once you are presenting in front of the committee, and the committee decides that whatever you have done is wrong, then it will be intimated to placement office, and you will not be allowed to take the placement. Okay, and also it will be intimated to principal's office, and what kind of certificate he can issue for your character. Can he issue good, satisfactory? Definitely not, he cannot. So this will spoil your career, future career. So don't indulge in any of it. And one thing I tell you, see, these are the evidences. Even writing on the hand, some formula, something like that, don't do this. We have come across many cases, writing on the leg, writing on the hand, and sleeves, on the hand, and closing with the sleeves. Don't do all these kinds of things. Even on the calculators, calculator cover, okay, don't practice all such things. Many times students say, it is not my calculator, I brought from my friend and he has written it. That is not an excuse. Okay, once you are bringing that, that means it is yours. Whether you brought it from somebody else, it is not by our business. You have to be very careful in regarding these things, right? Okay. And also, one more thing recently I've come across, writing in the answer book saying that I am in the so and so semester, and my marks, internal marks is so much. Therefore, please try to give me so much of marks for passing. That is also considered as marks. That means you are revealing your identity. Okay, revealing the identity in any form, writing some name of a god. Okay, just to say that I am so and so. That is also malpractice. So don't write anything other than answers in your answer. Okay, so these are the things which, but I'll tell you, at any cost, don't indulge in this yourself. Unethical practices might give you success, but very short time. In long time, definitely you are going to suffer because. Okay, so don't indulge in that. Okay, so and one simple thing I would like to tell you, and it's a uh, I can say engineering and courses in engineering, to pass courses in engineering or subjects in engineering is not at all a difficult thing, because I know how much of effort you are putting in your PU classes, okay, to get good marks. I know that 50% or less than 50% of that effort is enough to pass the subjects here. Okay, this is the secret. But only thing is you have to plan properly. Okay, planning is the most important thing here. What to study, how to study, when to study. This planning is essential. And if you do that, passing is the thing. Okay, passing you can easily do it. But passing is not enough. Please remember. You have to go score good grades to proceed, to have good opportunities in future. So try to target for the maximum. Okay, if you get less than that, okay, no problem. But marks is not the only, as I told you, marks is not the just the performance indicator in professional courses. Okay, but don't go for any of these activities. Okay, because it will spoil your career itself. Right? We'll do convocation at the end of the year. Okay, so when once if you complete 4 years, then we are going to have the convocation, wherein in the convocation we are going to provide you the degree certificate, and also there will be medals like gold medals, endowment medals, and cash certificate. I mean, prizes. All those things you can see in the convocation. It will be issued, and sometimes what happens, you will be completing your 8th semester in the month of, let us say, June. But convocation cannot be picked immediately because of many other reasons. Okay, because your PG courses are to be completed. PG also we are running in the university. Many things are there, and also unfortunately the things are not matching. All art semesters and all even semester not commencing together. So because of this overlapping, etc., convocation might not be immediately after your final year completion. So it might take some couple of months. Okay, this time your seniors, those who are passed out of this university, they have completed the examination during June, July. But still, we are not conducting the convocation. It is going to happen in the month of maybe November end or December. Okay, so in between this time, if you need for any purpose degree certificate kind of thing, we provide what we call provisional degree certificate, PDC. It is only a temporary thing. Okay, provisional degree certificate. So those things can be obtained. So these are the medals. Aim for this. Okay. So each program will have gold medals. The highest scorer in that particular branch, they are going to get the gold medal. Many endowment medals from donors is established in our university, and there are 30 right now. Many more you are going to have in future. So you aim for this particular gold medal or endowment medal. That should be the target, not the fail or malpractice, doing malpractice, etc. Okay. Uh, these are the 6 convocations we already completed. We have started with 16. That is first batch, 2 years batch. That is master degree in 2018 onwards. We have say eminent people like chairman of AICTE, Sadhguru of Jagi Vasudevji, and many others are there in the convocation. It is a celebration of your success in our university. Okay. Most important, please go through our university website. Okay, in the university website, there is one option that is called as examination. Under that examination option, you'll get all the details. Why I'm saying this, don't depend on any other website or any other social media, because many a times you might get some false information. Sometimes deliberately students will do like they'll put a message saying that exam is postponed. Okay, don't depend on such messages. You might be having your own group. You're all, I know, very smart people having all sorts of things like Instagram, Facebook, everything, but don't depend on those social media information. Please visit our website, look at the information whatever is provided on the website. And also this whatever app I told you, Uniclara, through that you will get the official information. So only official information what you are getting from our website and the app, depend only on that. Don't depend on any other thing. Even I have seen some apps developed by students for calculation of CGPA, SGPA, etc., and they are not correct. In the sense, there are some mistakes in that also in the calculation. Many times students have come to me saying that I should get this so much of CGPA, SGPA, but your grade card is displaying so and so. then we are clarified like where they are gone wrong. Okay, so therefore don't depend on any other thing. If you have any kind of confusion or doubt or anything else, please try to contact us directly. Go through the websites. If you don't understand anything, contact us. Okay, so this is the thing, and our website provides all the information relevant to your examination, the form of regulations, policies, guidelines, standard operating procedures. Everything is available on the website. So try to become familiar with those details as and when it is required. And the procedure to collect documents, how to collect the documents if at all it is required, everything is specified, and what are the forms you need to submit for collection of such documents, how much fee you have to pay. Every detail, each and every detail is available on our website. So please go through that and try to understand. And if you don't understand anything, you are most welcome to contact us. Our examination section is always open, but with restrictions, because examination is a confidential kind of thing which we need to maintain. Therefore, nobody, I mean, anybody cannot enter into the examination section directly, but we have a procedure to be followed. In the first, before entering into the university arena, there is a help desk. A person will be sitting over there, and if you have any queries, etc., you need to write down that in a specified sheet wherein you are going to specify all your details and what is your query, etc. And that sheet will be transferred to our section. And if you feel that we need to meet you to clarify your queries, they will call you. Then only you are allowed to enter into the examination section. Okay, because we need to follow these restrictions. Otherwise, we will not have that kind of a confidentiality in the examination part of the system. So this is our thing, and we three of us already introduced by ma'am, me as well as my colleague Deputy COE. She is a professor in MBA okay, department, and Professor Abhin Andan, he is a professor in mechanical engineering. I was a professor in civil engineering department. Later on, I shifted here as controller of examination. We are three of us are working together to look after all your requirements. Whatever is essential from the point of examination side, we are there to help you. Okay, so always you can depend on us. Okay, and to support us, we have a team of our family members. All these people are working in our department to provide you all the necessary facility. Okay, so you are always welcome to communicate to us. Try to communicate with through proper chat. Okay, don't directly come to our section, because we are following certain procedures. Like for example, if you have anything to be clarified, first you try to meet your head of the department. In the respective departments, you have HODs, head of the departments, meet head of the department, try to discuss with them. If they give clarification, fine. Otherwise, you can ask, give a representation to them. They will forward it through principal, through deans to us. We'll get it done. Okay, we'll try to see what is the problem and try to verify that. And then if need be, we call. Okay, so that is the common process framework what we are going to work. So we are say please try to understand that examination section is there to implement all the rules and regulations specified by the regulatory and statutory agencies of the university. Okay, body of the university. Okay, we are here to implement. We cannot deviate from rules and regulations of that. Okay, so therefore, within that framework, we try to help you out to the maximum possible extent. Okay, we are there to help you, and don't hesitate for any of your clarifications or doubts. Anytime you are most welcome. We have given our mail IDs on the website. All my and my colleagues' mail IDs are available, and the examination section is also having a separate mail ID. You can communicate to those mail IDs. You have the contact numbers of us, you can communicate through that. Okay, so all these channels are available for you. Okay, so you can always can communicate for any of your clarifications or queries or whatever requirements are there. So, any questions? I know you won't ask any question. Not necessary to understand thoroughly all entire thing today itself. You have enough time. 4 years is there. Okay, but be aware of the guidelines, because many a times I have seen students approaching us saying that I didn't know, okay, the rules and regulations. Because of that, I have the first year subject. I cannot enter now the final year. What? We cannot deviate the guideline. We cannot do anything. Okay. So therefore, it is your responsibility to know the rules and regulations of the university. But they are not very complex, very simple. Okay, we made it your life simple by displaying everything on our website. So go through that and try to understand. Is that clear? So I hope I have given sufficient information as far as exam process is concerned here. Okay, for any more information, further clarification, you are most welcome to meet me or any of my colleagues here. Okay, so thank you all the best. Okay, and uh, as I told you already, aim for medals, prizes, etc. Not for just passing the thing. Okay, just passing the course is not enough to in today's uh, this competitive world. You need to prove yourself, and one way of proving yourself is through having good grades in the examinations. Okay, so try to do that. But remember, especially in professional programs, good grades are not enough. You have to develop yourself in all dimensions. 360-degree, that's what we normally say. In all dimensions, you have to improve yourself. Okay, so you aim for that. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and good luck to you.
Thank you, sir, for very informative and lucid presentation. I thank all officers of exam section for joining us and briefing you about examination aspects. We'll have a break for 10 minutes. Please have 10 minutes bio break and assemble back here. One more session is there. Thank you. ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹೌದಾ ಮಾಡಿ CMS block, Cinema Management Series. Either room number 302 or 305. Whichever is vacant, Vinny will also be there, and group B, Rajesh Khan will also be there. You will be attending the session there. After we have the session, wait the social, so otherwise you will have technical information. Come back. Good afternoon. We have one more session on UHV, which will be the concluding session actually. Afternoon session is related with student clubs, which are there in our campus. So anything related with kind of serious aspects, I think we are going to end with this session. I'm happy to have Dr. Neeta. Dr. Neeta K, who is Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. She is our own alumnus and she has completed 2 decades in our campus, almost as a student, BE student, MTech student, and PhD. And she is the one who is going to tell you about the last part of UHV related with limitation to liberation, a new you, because you are in a new journey. You will be having your own apprehensions, limitations. So we will be knowing about how to overcome all those aspects with Dr. Neeta's session. I request Brinda ma'am to welcome her.
No. Sorry. Okay. Seeking the blessings of His Holiness, I would like to start the session. To begin with, let me just ask you, uh, do you remember how many thoughts have passed your mind from morning? Do you remember how many number of thoughts might have passed your mind from morning? Positive or negative, whatever it is. A vague number? Are you all awake? Please be for one more hour. Yes. Just a vague number. How many thoughts might have passed your mind from morning? Yes? 5,000? Usually the study says that usually in a day, okay, 50 to 60,000 thoughts will be passing in our mind. So it could be a positive thought or it could be a negative thought. But our mind will not be knowing whether it's a positive thought or it is a negative thought. So it keeps on responding to all the thoughts, whatever the mind will be thinking about, right? So let's do a small exercise now, just for a minute, okay, to shut down the number of thoughts we are getting. But still, you're sitting here, you're still wondering, oh my God, how many UHV sessions have gone already, but still one more UHV. And oh my God, I'm already tired. And how much can I receive from this UHV? I'm already hungry. It's Friday. So many thoughts are already passing your mind, right? So just for 1 minute, okay, we'll do a small exercise. Are you ready? Yes. So we will just observe. You just close your eyes for a while. Okay. Just close your eyes. Don't go to sleep. Okay. You spine straight, please. Don't recline. So keeping your spine straight, close your eyes for a minute and bring your attention to the tip of your nose and concentrate on your breath. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose and concentrate on your breath. Concentrate on inhalations and deep exhalations. Whatever the thoughts come by, okay, don't give attention to it. Don't add emotions to it. Let those thoughts pass by. If you are getting distracted, again, bring your attention back to the tip of your nose and breathe. Just breathe. At this moment, everything is fine. Relax. Relax. Okay, you may now open your eyes slowly. Did you observe any change in the thoughts? Were the number of thoughts lesser compared to that of the before? Yes? So it's like we have to take a pause most of the times in a day we have, so that we can shut down the number of thoughts. So we keep our eyes open, we'll be seeing so many number of things, we'll be hearing so many number of things, right? And we will be adding so many drama to it, right? So we'll be adding so many dramas to it, and the emotions we are going to attach to it. And we will say, I'm depressed, I'm suppressed, and all will be using so many terms related to it. So we can just do a small exercise whenever we are in a chaotic environment or a chaotic schedule, right? We can just close our eyes for a while wherever you are, and you can bring your back your attention back to the present moment. So this session is all about that. We'll be having so many number of thoughts. So it will be positive thoughts, it will be negative thoughts, and we will not be knowing where to stop, when to stop, when where to go, where not to go. So we'll be having so many confusions in our mind. So it's all about our own perception. Okay, so other perception will be different, ours perception will be different. If I write a number 6 here, the person standing on the other side will tell it is 9. If the person who is standing this side, he will say 6. So many conflicts will be there, right? So the session is all about that. So know yourself. So give respect to others, other perception, other thoughts. They will be having a different history. So you are brought up in a different culture, different house. So the thoughts will be different. The thought patterns are different. Beliefs are different. So the personality itself will be different. So everybody is unique here, right? Everybody are designer piece here. Everybody are unique here. So this session is all about introspecting our thoughts, catching up our thoughts, where we stand, where we can correct. So it's a small try. Okay? So we can just take it further like this. Begin with this. I just told you that in a day, like 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts will be flowing in our mind, and it will be like some positive thoughts will be there, some negative thoughts will be there. So we have to know where to stop, when to stop, and what we have to identify what our ambitions are, how to be connected with our ambitions. So these things we can just discuss in the session. So the next part is again some questionnaires are given here. I understand yesterday also a few questionnaires were there. So here these questionnaires are related to know yourself more better. So usually we will be identifying the faults in others easily. Okay, we will be commenting on others easily. But when it comes in a reverse way, if others are if others are commenting us, are we really in a position to accept their comments or any critics? We always oppose to that, right? So we are not in a position to accept others critics, but easily we will pass on the comments to others or will be critic to others, right? So this question will help us to know us more better. So here we are going to know ourselves better, we are going to evaluate ourselves, we are going to correct ourselves. So I request you to just open the books and just note down where you stand. Okay, just quickly. So it will just take around 5 minutes. So the first question here comes like my two repetitive thoughts which I need to change. So continuously many thoughts will be coming in our mind. So just note down two repetitive thoughts that will come to your mind. So it's a repetitive behavior. So every day we'll be thinking in the same pattern, behaving in the same pattern. But at the end of the day, we'll be cribbing like I should not have thought that back again. So many repetitive thoughts will be there. So just note down two repetitive thoughts. So it's like a rapid fire round. So quickly you have to write down two repetitive thoughts. Don't think. Two repetitive thoughts that I need to change. Next, my two repetitive behavior which I need to change.
You'll be thinking about getting up early, going to gym, going for walk, but again, we will end up sleeping, right? And again, next day you will think you should be watching a series, few episodes of series, but we'll be binge watching. Other day we'll be thinking I should not be eating outside much, but again we'll be ending up with the same. Our repetitive behavior. So two repetitive behaviors which I need to change. Next, what bothers you most in the world? Is it the situations or the persons, critics, compliments? What bothers you most? One point you can write. What activities keeps you busy? So you will be occupied with one or the other activities throughout the day. What will keep you busy? What activities will keep you busy? Next, which three thoughts made you smile today? Most of the time we forget to smile, correct? Are there any three thoughts which made you smile today from morning? Which five things are you most grateful for? Five things you are grateful for. It could be family, it could be materials. What are you grateful for? Your pet. Next one. What are your core values? What are your core values? So many core values will be there, but we most of the time we forget to adhere to it, will not be following it, right? What are your core values? Are you being true to your core values? Are you being true to your core values? Most of the time we forget, right? So when we are with a group of friends, so when we are in a community, we'll be forgetting our core values. We'll be one among them and we will be behaving like others only, right? So what are your core values? Are you being true to your core values? Next, what are the three things that are always on your to-do list? What are the three things that are always on your to-do list? Cleaning up the room, it could be going for a hiking, going for a long drive, learning some new skills. So it will always be in the to-do list, but we keep on postponing them. Next, what nice thing did you do for someone else in the past 24 hours? What nice thing did you do for someone else in the past 24 hours? Maybe we'll be expecting more rather than contributing. What are your addictions? Addiction to gaming, shopping, food, sugar, alcohol, whatever. What are your addictions? Write down, you'll be knowing better. Phones, applications, gaming. So, what are you addicted to? Next question. What makes you sad? What makes you sad? List out only one. Of course, I know there will be many things for this. What makes you sad?
What is the most adventurous thing you have ever done? Most adventurous thing you have ever done. So for you, it's adventure. Which events have major influence on you? Which two events have major influence on you? Next quick question. What is your secret big dream? What is your secret big dream? Okay. So be true to this next question. What character trait do you have that pushes people away? We always think we are a nice person, we are good, we don't hurt others, we speak softly, we speak nicely, we always compliment others. We'll always have that. So, which character trait do you think that pushes people away? Are you a reactive kind of person? Are you responsive kind of person? Are you soft spoken? Or do you speak rude? What trait that keeps people away from you? How does the same trait help you to connect with others? How do you get connected with others having the same traits? How do you recharge your energy? So, do you read books? Do you meditate? Do you go out to play? Do you go to gym? How are you going to recharge yourself? Or whole day you will be a couch potato, binge watching, scrolling on the screen. How do you recharge your energy? Are you addicted to something? Just look here. Look here. What do you think it's too late for? So you'll be having some ambitions, but now you think it's too late. What do you think it is? So the last one, what would you like to achieve in your life if time and money are not an issue? We always blame, right? We don't have time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough energy. I'm not fit for this position. So we'll always have few beliefs in us. So what would you like to achieve in your life if time and money are not an issue? Okay, so that's about the questionnaire. Could you catch up with your thoughts while answering these questions? You had few ambitions which you haven't accomplished, but you are procrastinating few things which you could have done. So could you catch up with few things? Yes. Okay. So moving further, I'm not going to ask about it. It's a self-inquiry. Okay. So at the end of the session, you might just look back and see for the answers. So for all the questions we have, it's only we who can answer. We will be knowing the answer better. Okay. So you will be in a position to answer for it in a better way. So taking the presentation forward, just if you look at the slide, okay, you can see uh, there are few things written below the past, there are few things written below the future, and few things in the present moment. So most of the thoughts which will be running in our mind, it will be most of the thoughts will be with respect to the past or with respect to the future. Very rarely will be connected in the present moment. Do you agree to this? Say yes. Yes. So most of the time, the thoughts will be connected either to the past or to the future, right? So if the thoughts are like, if it is past thoughts. Okay, so usually guilt will be attached to it, resentments will be there, shame will be there. Okay, you will be feeling sad or depressed about it, and we will be replaying the same event again and again, and we'll be feeling the same emotions connected to it, or we will be over analyzing that event. Suppose if the event occurred is only event A, we will be attaching event A plus event B plus event C and event D, so we will be attaching so many events related to that, right? So it's all our thoughts which are getting attached to those events, and that might not be true at all. The only true thing is event A, but we are attaching event B, event C, event D, and all, and the mind doesn't know whether what you're thinking is true or not. Okay, it will not be analyzing whether the event is true or the event is false. Okay, but whatever you are thinking, the mind will be supporting to that. So when your mind is supporting to that, too many chemicals will be released from our body, right? So our body itself is a pharmaceutical factory. So how you are thinking, the same chemicals will be produced inside our body. So if you are thinking joy, happy hormones will be produced in our body. If you are attached to some sorrow events or guilt events or shameful events, again the higher amount of cortisols will be released in our body, so the stress hormones will be released in our body. So this is going to cause some kind of diseaseness inside our body, right? You are not feeling that ease when you are attaching some stress hormone with your thoughts, right? So that is why we call it as disease. So here you can see when you are connected with the past events, most of the time you will be thinking like, I should not have gone there, I should not have spoken like that, I should not have done, I should not have, I should not have. So many thoughts will come into our mind, right? So similarly, when you connect your thoughts to the future, right? So when you're connecting your thoughts to the future, you'll always have that fear of unknown. So you have just entered the college. So some amount of fear of unknown will always be there, right? So it's like a dark side. You don't know what it is, what is the depth of it. So some amount of fear or the anxiety will always be connected to the future thoughts, and you will be worrying about what might happen next, and we will be having some history, right? So some history like something bad has happened to that in us in the some situation. So we'll try to connect with it. So it's like we will be worrying about the future. We'll be thinking what the scenario could be, what worst it could happen. Most of the time, most of the thoughts, what we get, it will be on the negative side rather than on the positive side. Do you agree to this, or most of the time it will be negative side, negative thoughts itself, right? So very rare we will be in the present moment, very rarely we get to have some clarity on the thought. So only it happens when you pause, only when you are in the present moment, only then you will have some clarity. You will be in a joyful moment, you will be in a happy moment, understanding moment, peaceful serenity. So only in that moment we will be at peace, or that means in the present moment. So if you are interested, you can read this book, The Power of Now from Eckhart Tolle. So in that book, he explains about how we can get back to the present moment, how peaceful we could be in the present moment rather than spending so much of energy surrounding these past moment or the future moment. So in this slide, I would just like to say that we will always be thinking about the past, we will always be thinking about the future most of the time, and very rarely we tend to be in the present moment. So let's practice this. So it's not that we are going to get in one day. So every day you practice it, master it. So then you can master your life. You cannot master your life at once. So master your day at in a master a day, you practice the same, you will master your life. So we will, it's like I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. I am wise, so I want to change myself. So it's for our own benefit we are going to change ourselves. So it's only small thing we want to change. That is our thoughts. If you just change your thoughts, the thought pattern connected to it will change. Belief system will change. Your personality itself is going to change. So this is about a small thing where we can try to connect ourselves with the present moment. So moving on further, I was telling you about the stress hormones and all, right? So when you're thinking negative,
So usually when we are thinking negative, I told you we are going to attach event A to it, event B, event C. So it has not at all occurred. So all these are the drama what we are creating in our mind. Most of the time, if you observe, this drama itself is a comfort zone for us. Sitting somewhere crying itself is a comfort zone for us. We want somebody else to console us. We will be expecting so many things from the external environment, right? So here you can see if you are overthinking on something, right? So usually you feel exhausted, you will feel insomnia, sleeplessness, right? So we will add this term, I am under depression, don't disturb me. So we'll be adding all these terms. And here you observe, are you really bothered about the situation or the person? Or are you expecting some sympathy from others? You just check yourself, okay? So other things, other than that, it will be anger and irritability. So most of the time, we will be angry on, especially we get angry on our loved ones or the family members. Okay, so they are the ones who are going to take up all our, absorb all our anger. So usually the research says, so for 2 minutes of anger, the cortisol which is produced inside our body, it is going to lower our immune system for 7 hours. Okay, minutes of anger on some situation or some person, it is going to reduce the immune system by producing the stress hormone called as cortisol, right? So just see here, for whom you are compensating your, or you are sacrificing your 7 hours of immune system by getting angry on someone. Just remember, all the anger ends in shame, right? So you get angry on your parents, and shamelessly after 1 day or 2 day, we will get back to them and we will speak to them. So you can avoid it at the first step itself, right? Why feel shameful after that? So at this moment itself, we can reduce that, right? So here this is about that, right? So you can read a book called "You Are the Placebo" by I don't remember now. So it's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay, so here it says whatever you think, okay, believe that. So usually we call it as ants, automatic negative thoughts. Most of the time it will be attached to us like a velcro. Okay? So you can think about it. So in that book it says whatever you think, you will believe it. Your body believes it. So it's about the negative thoughts. So whenever the negative thoughts come to your mind, you take a pause, just see whether you are creating the drama or you overthinking it. We will be a good directors inside our mind itself. We'll be creating a mind movie inside it itself, right? So we can just take a pause and we can observe our thoughts. Okay. So next, moving on further, how about the happy chemicals? Okay. So I'm being talking about only negative things. You might be saying, we are happy kids, happy go lucky kids. We are always joyful. We are always happy. So why are you only stressing on the negative things? So here it says happy chemicals are released in our body. So when you are playing outside or when you are playing a sport, okay, when you are eating healthy, when you're playing with pets, when you're playing with children. So positive or the happy chemicals are released in our body. So usually the hypothalamus region, right? It is going to secrete the different types of hormones. The happy chemicals are released here. So you can see the dopamine, the reward chemicals. So when you achieve something, you feel happy about you, right? So that's the dopamine. So here again, you have to see addictions are also dopamines. Okay, today you go for shopping, so dopamine rush. So again, after you bring your products back home, and again you'll again after some time again you feel that you don't have anything, right? So again you will go for shopping, so that dopamine rush is there. And again, if you're playing some games, so if you want to play some games, PlayStation 3 not sufficient, 4, 5. So this CD I've already played. Next CD. So you will go on buying next things, right? Especially when it comes to boys, you will always be behind bikes, cars, shoes, t-shirts, watches. And when it comes to girls, the list goes on, right? The shopping contents goes on. So it's all the dopamine which is attached to the reward chemical. So here we have to catch up with ourselves whether the reward chemical, the reward what I'm achieving here, is it beneficial? Okay, am I in a consuming mode? Okay, so especially the neuromarketing works like this. So whatever the content we are watching, the same content, the similar contents are going to pop up on our phone, right? So that is how the neuromarketing is working. So when you are shopping for something, the neuro the light is going to catch up and the same products will be released. What do we think? We think we are using some product, but for the neuro marketers, we are the products, right? We are the products over there. So you just catch up where we stand. So here you can see the endorphin, the So we always chase the happiness outside ourselves, right? So I told you, you can just read few books, right? A small book I would just suggest you. A monk who sold his Ferrari, Ikigai. Okay, so in all these books, you will identify what your purpose is. Okay, actually, I don't know whether a student book club is existing in our college or not. You can actually make a small book club and you can join together, read more books, learn more. So only when you read more, learn more, it's another type of consumption rather than scrolling on the reels. Okay. So you're learning few things which is expanding your horizon in the thinking process, in your thought process. So you will understand what is your purpose, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, how you could do it, how you can overcome the laziness. So many things you can do to overcome this. So here you can see the food. When it comes to food, okay, we always look for new cafes, right? So if a new, I mean, in Instagram, if you see any new place, we always want to go. So we'll say that place is very aesthetic, and the ambience is so good, and the food looks so aesthetic. So I want to try over there. You really complete the food what you have ordered on the table. You really complete it. Yes. Most of the time I just see you just clicking the pictures and tasting the food and just leave off, right? So just give respect to that, right? So one man's food is other man's poison, so respect everyone's food. So one will be happy with the food what he is eating, so don't condemn on the food what he is doing, I mean eating. Okay, so when you go to a hotel, when you go to a cafe, order new, try new, something new, but finish it off. That is one request I would do. Simply just we will go there, click the pictures, and we will come back. And when it comes to other social medias, right, we always, there will be something will be lacking inside us. You will be feeling bored. Then you will click pictures. We will beautify how much ever we want that picture to be, and then we will post it somewhere in the social media. So without beautifying it, we never do it, right? So naturality again, it's gone. And once it is done, we will just keep on waiting. Who has seen it? Who has not commented for it? Who has not, replied to that? So many things are attached to the things what we are doing in every day. So if we can reduce that, we can actually see where our mental stability is. Okay, how do you think? That is how we are behaving. So if you are not expecting anything from anyone, of course, it might be easy for everyone. Okay, so you just observe where you stand, where you do. And coming to exercise, you might question, exercise is there, exercising is good for health, why have you put it in the outside world? Of course we are exercising. You are going to gym, you are working out on your body, you are concentrating on building muscle, but inside you see whether you are keeping yourself happy, you are at peace. So many spiritual practices are there, holistic programs are there, right? So that it will keep your body and mind in coherence, right? So heart and brain coherence, and chakra meditations, where the main seven chakras of our body, Mooladhara chakra, Swadhisthana, then Anahata, Vishuddha. So many chakras are there, Agna chakra, Sahasrara chakra. So do you see, you see, just check whether you are in alignment with your body and mind. So body will be doing something and mind will be thinking something else, right? So you just be aligned with your thoughts. Next is about the mind. So here comes the belief system. So you're going to sleep. Let me tell you a story. Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you a story about belief system. There was a monastery. Okay. So every day at 10 a.m., the monastery, the prayer used to start at that monastery. Okay. There was a small cat in that monastery. So every day when the prayer was going on, the cat used to interfere. That used to disturb the monks over there. Okay. So what they did one day, somebody told that you just tie up the cat until we finish off this these prayers. So they tied up the cat. So that became the practice. On seventh day, eighth day, uh, telling. They used to tie up the cat first and then they used to sit for the prayer. So this became a habit. This became a belief system. So after a few years, what happened? That cat died. Okay. So now that had become a belief system. Belief system has become like you have to tie up the cat first and then you have to start with the prayer. Just check, so many belief systems are there at our homes too, right? Then what to do? The cat is not there. They have to start with the prayer. So what did they do? They brought a new cat, tied it up, then they started with the prayer. So initially it started like the cat was already in the monastery. It was moving around. It was disturbing for the prayer. But later the cat died. They could have started directly with the prayer, but they brought a new cat. It was a procedure. The cat has to be tied up first, and then we have to start up with the prayer. So it is similar at our homes too, right? So when festival comes, Yugadi or any new festival comes, our mother will tell us to bring mango leaves to do the festoons and all, right? To do the toranas and all. So it was previously no event managers were there, so they used to decorate our homes using the things they used to get from the farms. But now it has become a practice. We have to bring from the market the mango leaves, we have to do the festoons, tie it up to the main door, then we have to start with the uh, prayer or the puja, right? So just see where how many belief systems we have got. So if you see here our mind, okay, so our mind has catched up with so many belief system. So always the mind will say, I'm a shy person, okay, I can't stand on the stage, I cannot talk. It might say, oh, I'm thin, I'm tall, I'm dark, I'm thin. So our mind will be saying so many things to us, right? So then again, for few things it says, money does not grow on things, no pain, no gain. So many things are coming in our mind. And most importantly, we will have this. I don't have enough time. I'll go to college, I'll come back, I'll sleep. I don't have enough time. So if you really make up your mind, if you are really committed to your passion, definitely everybody will make up their time for it, right? So if you want to go for a party, you will somehow adjust the time and you will go. But if what, why not to achieve something which is passionate for you, right? So these belief systems will always be there. So who have actually imposed all these belief system in us, right? So usually from our families we would have got these belief system, from teachers, preachers, ministers. So many things are going to contribute for this. So again here, so they have just operated to their level of consciousness. So you be wise, you upgrade your level of consciousness, so you can change your mind, you can change your belief system. Like you, Lucy Hay say, you can heal your life. So many belief systems we can actually break. Okay, you can actually break the habit of being yourself. So this is about the mind. So you tell me, do you control the environment or does the environment control you? You controlling the environment doesn't mean bossism. Do you control the environment or does the environment control you? Hmm? Most of the time environment is controlling us, right? So you will just feel like, okay, I should not get offended today whatever the people say. Again, if you go to the same place seeing the same person, same thoughts will come in your mind, the same thing is going to happen, right? So to this I'll just add up a small story. One fine Friday, okay, you finish your name. Yeah. So one fine Friday, okay, you just see there was an apartment. So two flats were there opposite to each other. So person A was living in flat A, person B was living in flat B. So person A was not liking person B at all. Okay, person A is not liking person B at all. But person B is unaware of it. He doesn't know that this person is hating him secretly. Okay, he doesn't know about it. One day what happens, he will always be cribbing. So whenever he comes in front of you, he'll be like, oh my god, why did he come here? That unlucky for me, he's unlucky for me. So all these thoughts will be coming up in his mind. So what he will do one fine day, again he will open the door, he will start going to the office. Other person B will open the door. He's like a happy-go-lucky kind of person. So he will wish him good morning. Person A. Again he said, "Oh my God, what a day! I'm just going to start my day now, and this person came in front of me, and this day is going to be ruined." So there only he just made up his mind. So again he will move. He will move to the basement. He will take up his car. So it will not start. So he will think. So I told you, I saw the person A when I came. He came in front of me, so this is going to be a bad day. And so again somehow we went to the office. It was like a hectic day for him, a hectic schedule for him. So he kept on scolding this person in his mind. So again the person B, person B, person B, person B. And in the parallel universe, this person B doesn't know anything about it. He's happy. He smiled at a new person that day. He's happy. He went to his office. He had a good day. And when he came back again, something bad happened to him. Again, he started cursing the person A. So who is suffering here? Person A or person B? For no reason, person A is suffering here. And person B doesn't know what is happening in his mind, or he doesn't know that other person is cribbing for him, right? So similarly here, most of the time we will be controlled by our environment, right? So most of the time we'll be controlled by our environment, and we will not try to change up our mind or change up our thoughts. Could you relate to this slide? Could you relate to this slide? Do you at least now agree that if you change your thoughts and if you change your mind, you can change lot of things? Yes. So just one thought, okay? It will change lot many things in us, right? So how to do that, okay? Crossing the river of change. So when you want to change, so many things, again, that's thoughts or the belief system will come to our mind. So this is your known self, old self, familiar self, predictable past. On the other side, it's completely dark. You doesn't know where you are going to be. So the crossing the river of change. Probably this slide might help you to cross the river of change now, because most of you have come from different places now, right? So it's totally a new change for you. The food will be different. The room where you're going to sleep is going to be different. You had a very comfortable zone in your hometown. You had AC. You had a good mattress to sleep. Probably now you will be staying in a hostel, or you'll be in PGs, right? The food there might be different. Here the food might be different. So many changes are there now. The friends are different. The subject you are going to study is different. So you are going to cross that river of change, right? So it might be challenging for you, but everybody is going to do that, right? Along with you, many people are there. They are also going to cross this. And when you see here, everybody will be having their own challenges in life, right? I am having many challenges. You will be undergoing so many challenges, but nobody is going to put some tag on their dress, or a sticker on their forehead telling that I'm going through these challenges, right? So many challenges will be undergoing. So probably we could be empathetic to that, be compassionate to everyone. We don't know what others are going through, right? So let us not hurt others. Let us be compassionate to others. Let us try to understand others. If not, we can't help. You just don't harm others, okay? And the small thing we can do for anybody is lending our ears. So if you just listen to somebody empathetically, without judging, without wearing any colored glasses means we are not judging them with some beliefs, okay? So if you can listen to anybody without judging them, it's the greatest help we are going to do to someone else, okay? So you can pass this river of change with empathy, with compassion, with good belief system, with good thoughts. Okay. So layers of distraction. So when you want to change, okay, only two slides more. So when you want to change, okay, so many external factors will come into picture. Your body will say, not today, please, next Monday, next month first, okay, next year. So many, your resistance will be more, right? So more you resist, more it persists. So the body will be telling you, not today, right? Then your identity. So you have an identity like a boss at home. So what if I become mild? My identity will be gone. My ego will be gone, right? So your ego will be protecting your identity. So these things will come into picture. Relationship. So relationship, you have a friend who is always playing games with you. We have a friend who is always accompanying us for a shopping with us. But at some point of time, we have realized that this is addiction for me. I have to come out of it. So at that point of time, your friend might walk back. Okay, so you are left alone there. So we will be losing so many friends or any other persons in the relationship. So we will always blame on time, and we always say, and emotions is going to hurt us. So many distractions are going to come into picture when you want to change. So here, you just pause and see what are the things that are coming into your mind. Okay, so what are the things you want to change and how you want to change, right? So, whatever the was new neural connections you are going to do with the brain, that is going to fire and wire together. So, you just come up with the new thoughts, come up with a new belief, reprogram your mind, reprogram your body, so that you are relearning, reinventing something. You are going to be a new person. So the whole concept of this small talk, okay, for me it's small. So the whole concept of this is you just change your thoughts, be a new you. Okay, let us not give more excuses. Giving excuses are really very easy, but just see if you can really give excuse for it, or you can overcome those things. Okay, so that is about the talk. I would like to play a small video. One second. If that person is busy, it's fine. Uh, so in the end, I would just like to read out a small affirmations. Okay. So may I request you to just uh, sit straight? 2 minutes, please. Just sit straight. You can cross your leg if you want to. You can clasp your hands, or you can keep your hands on the chest area. Close your eyes. I'll be just reading out few lines, few affirmations. You can read that in your, you can repeat that in your mind. Breathe slowly, breathe deeply. You can repeat these affirmations in your mind. In the infinity of life where I am, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. All is perfect, whole, and complete. Change is the natural law of my life. Change is the natural law of my life. I welcome change. I welcome change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I choose to change my thinking. I choose to change my thinking. I choose to change the words I use. I choose to change the words I use. I move from the old to the new with ease and joy. I move to the old. I move from the old to the new with ease and joy. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. Forgiving makes me feel free and light. Forgiving makes me feel free and light. It is with joy that I learn to love myself more and more. It is with joy that I learn to love myself more and more. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to express. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to express. Changing my thoughts make me feel good. Changing my thoughts make me feel good. I'm learning to choose to make today a pleasure to experience. I'm learning to choose to make today pleasure to experience. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. Be in that state. So remember that you are resolving all the limitations which was there in yourself, and you are getting liberated with new thoughts, new feelings. You feel liberated from inside. Start believing that you are not a limited self. Start believing that you are a new you with new thoughts, new thought patterns, new belief, and it is going to be a new personality who is going to be kind, compassionate, lovable, loving, a new you. Be kind to yourself. All is well. Okay, so you must slowly open your eyes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. So, in this state, I would like to leave you all at this moment. Okay, thank you all.
So I thank Sarnita ma'am for her nice talk on insight about yourself. So we will break now for the lunch and we'll assemble back at 2:30 again here. So we'll assemble in 304 for group 2 and 305 for group 3 in 30 group 3 in 305 CMS.